This conversation is typical of what I go through a lot on my Facebook page when I'm debating with people who believe in God. There's a lot here, so I'm going to try to read quickly. And I entitled this one, I Failed, because I failed to get this person to just give me a straight answer. I really tried with direct questioning and it just didn't work, so I failed. This person starts off. I study the universe and its works. That is the sole and devoted interest throughout my life. I study the majesty of the cosmos and the infinite voids between galaxies. I study through optics and telescopes the far distant magnitudes of all the stars and conglomeration of unity throughout the junction among the stars. I believe in all this that I study and scrutinize, but above all, I believe in God who created it all. I say, show proof that a God created it all. He says, I have a potential to achieve the proper answer to atheists and their thoughts pertaining to fictional beliefs that God does not exist. I believe that the elemental aspects and the fundamental beliefs coordinate together in a responsible acknowledgement that gods exist. The human race, the carbon-based man, thrives on a planet we call Earth. They multiply and spread across its surface. Intelligence thrives there among the beings, and knowing all this assemblage of facts, you can still profess that there is no God. Astounding, I will add, when sought upon the factual attempt in reality that you, as a mortal being, can in all honesty, that God does not exist is beyond my human comprehension. Whew. That's a mouthful, and it took me a few reads to try to understand that he was asking me a question. I'm not sure if he was asking me a question or just making a statement. I say, and you are also very long-winded, if you can prove a God exists, I'll believe. Until then, I have no reason to believe. He says, I am devoted to astronomy and the universe and the connection with it, all the seismic wonders and spread. A perfect array of the myriads and depths of the planets and island universes, sown on a lavish scale to gaze and see with hypnotic trance, and acknowledge that there is no God is by all means the most understatement in life I can imagine. When a man enters the next plane, it will be answered. Other people make comments, and then he says, mockery and disbelief has been a main sequence with the atheist moods, and they scrabble about with empty beliefs. They had always existed, and therefore no beginning in between is the most absurd and ridiculous thing I've ever condoned. You are unable to understand nothing, absolutely nothing, and you imagine yourself to match your potential in mind power to mine and equal yourself by acknowledging that I have no proof, as you put it, is as ignorant as any human being can become. I cannot understand what he's saying here. I mean, I do understand what he's saying, but why is he saying it like this? Proof exists all around you, lady. Open your eyes and take notice of perfection around you. Take notice of the heavens. Take notice of the wonderment man has tried to accomplish with the potential in the brain, and you say there's no scientific proof? You can place before me your proof that there is no God, lady, before I must go. Prove to me that God does not exist. The Dead Sea Scrolls founded in 6,000 years ago by scholars are proof enough for you atheists. Make a good play out of mockery and... You atheists make a good play out of mockery and ridicule and blaspheme all about God, and all the facts are divided and revealed, and one day, sadly, to say, you will pay the price. Other people make comments, and he says, I have seen incidents among the infinite depths that I am not allowed to reveal here. Why is he not allowed to reveal them here? I am devoted to what I profess is real and true. Atheists will never listen and reason. One-track minds never cracked. Really. You say you want proof. You will have your proof one day when all is completed on earth. Meanwhile, I must resume my work presently, and perhaps, if one may listen what I project on the theory, there may be a narrow chance that I may win. I don't know what he says. I would not wish to hear or see you burn when going into the hellfire. One more quick statement. Explain how the human race of carbon-based man began on Earth. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. No answers that one to begin with. One of my friends laughs out loud. He says, yes, hellfire is real and tormenting as you can ever imagine. And I say, theists always resort to threats. How is our universe perfect? Perfect for whom, exactly? If your God exists, tell him to come on this thread and say hello. If he created the universe and no longer exists, he is not a God. Even I know how to shit out a turd, and I'm no God. Anyway, you are claiming a God exists, so it's up to you to prove it. That's like asking me to prove Santa Claus doesn't exist. You can't test a negative. And he goes on, blah, blah, blah. And I say, I'm still looking for your proof of God, mister. Blah, blah, blah. He says, where's your proof that there is no God? You will have proof one day when life is ended and you enter the next plane. Then your proof will be had. More threats. The threats. What's up with the threats, people? Mr. Blah, blah, blah. You cannot prove a negative. There is no God to be found. You are just saying there is one. So show me your proof. How is this complicated for such a smart individual such as yourself? I am not waiting around for the end of my life, wasting it away on the threats that some huge punishment will come at the end if I don't worship some ridiculous being that won't even show itself. And you might as well stop threatening me with your hell. It's useless. I don't believe it exists. That's like me saying to you that I'm sending you to Narnia to suffer if you don't heed the rules. And then I say, prove there is a next plane of existence. Where do you get that information from? You still haven't provided any information to back up anything you're saying. You're just coming on here declaring that God exists. It's up to you to show your proof. That's it. Also, I never said that I believe that we were the only life forms in this universe. There's no way to know that right now, but you came onto my page with your flowery speech, and you've done nothing but try to make yourself look intelligent and threaten me with a horrible ending if I don't believe in your God. Excuse me, but who the hell are you? Anyway, it goes on and on and on and on and on and on. This is what I get all the time. I just ask a simple question and you can't just give me a simple answer. Is there no simple answer? It's so complicated that you just can't say it without either, using some kind of flowery wording and speech or just quoting the Bible. Can you think for a minute, please? I failed. I failed. Poof.